Hey, I just wanted to do a quick race recap of Oceanside last week. Finished 18th, 4:04. First impressions are I wanted to take it to give it a few days before I actually made this recap, but disappointment still prevails. But also, that being said, there are things that I still need to put into context before being too harsh on my performance. Those being, um, it was my second race in 2 weeks, second half distance in 2 weeks. First one was in Chile, so on a different continent. And then when I got back from Chile, literally 2 days after, I started to feel sick and sore throats, headaches, congestion. So we really had to adapt the training from 10 days out from the race. Up until 2 days before the race, I wasn't sure whether or not it made sense to actually race, but we wanted to roll the dice and give it a shot. So, yeah, I think kudos to my coach for getting me to even consider entertaining towing the start line on Saturday. And I knew it was going to be a tough one. First of all, it was very competitive, but also I just never really felt good. But it's okay. How did the race go? Well, first off, I don't want to use that sickness as an excuse. It is what it is, and if I chose to toe the start line, then yeah, no excuse. It's just to put things into context. I was, and I still am, a bit sick as of today. The swim was okay. I thought I was actually swimming well, but I wasn't. So that's again disappointing because I'm swimming well in training. So still haven't been able to bridge that gap, and still super frustrating. But started okay. I don't seem to be able to go really hard for the first 5-8 minutes, which is what I need, and then find myself in no man's land. Which is exactly what happened. A bit blinded by the sun on the way back, swam into a kayak, and then almost missed the fourth buoy, which would have been a DQ'd if I missed it. Got into transition. My feet were really cold. The water was a bit cold, 54 degrees. I think it's like 13 degrees Celsius. But yeah, like running the long transition was hard, and I couldn't get my feet in the shoes, so that I got frustrated over that. Little things got me a bit upset, which really shouldn't have. The bike, I just never found my legs like I did in Puerto Varas. Everything was a struggle from the get-go, but 50K into the bike, the lights went out, really. The legs just didn't want to play. That was frustrating. I think there was an opportunity to do well. The bike felt really good. The position feels really good. So, yeah, just overall frustrating for that. The thought of just racking up the bike and not running was just constant for the last 25K. Nutrition wise, I did a good job, I think. But yeah, it's really not a good bike for me, at least sensation wise. There was a lot more that could have been done, but it is what it is. And then on the run, I tried, and I found a good rhythm in the first 30-40 minutes. And then I started coughing on and off, and every time I would cough, it would just be more painful. So maybe I let that take over my mindset and take over the race a bit too much. All in all, it was still my best run at Oceanside, so that's a positive, and that was still my best personal effort at Oceanside. But there's just a lot more room. There's a lot more that I think I could have done. But it is what it is. Overall, disappointed. Happy that I got to race 2 weeks after Puerto Varas. And the cool thing was Marissa was there, so that was awesome to see her again at a race. And I got quite a few friends out there. The Zoot guys were everywhere. That was awesome. Like Mark was with a megaphone out there in the hot corner by the pier, and then I had folks from my strength and conditioning group that showed up in mass, like a big group at the mile 4 and mile 10 on the run. So that's exactly where I needed people. So that was cool. I just wish I was able to show a bit more on the day. So yeah, hoping that I'm able to shake this cold soon, because it's getting really freaking annoying. Yeah, on to the next race block. But I don't know if anyone is going to watch this or listen to this. But yeah, that's just an honest account of my race. Few things went well. A lot of things didn't go so well. The sickness is kind of an explanation of the race, but not an excuse. I'm not using those as an excuse. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, hopefully I can rebuild soon and get back into the next race before our first baby boy shows up in early May. So that's it.